I have some questions on the record before moving forward and concerning the subject matter of the jurisdiction and the nature and cause of the action that's brought against me.
You're not dealing with reality.
Objection, Your Honor.
You can object all day long, but the bottom line is that what you are alleged with doing is a crime, and you can face you are facing criminal prosecution here with a potential jail sentence of 93 days.
And that is a military tribunal.
There is no basis in law or fact for the conclusion that you stated, sir.
Criminal jurisdiction.
You haven't heard what I've said, sir.
Wow. There needs to be a corpus delicti, which there isn't. So I'm asking you.
Do you know any other legal words? Why don't you just mix and match them here?
Well, this
Maybe
is,
you could get a Department of Labor form and read a couple lines of that. Where does the Constitution say you have to have an understanding?
And you have an obligation to inform me of that jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Which I have done about 17 times.
All right, guys. Today we've got a case that is completely wild. Have you ever seen a judge completely shut down a sovereign citizen and even cut them off mid-hearing? Well, buckle up, because this judge wasn't about to waste a second on nonsense. Watching this play out was unbelievably satisfying. Finally, a sovereign citizen getting exactly what they deserve instead of wasting time with baseless arguments. I honestly don't get how these people think they can win a case when their entire defense is built on conspiracy theories and wishful thinking. But what do you guys think? Was the judge too harsh? Or did this guy bring it on himself? Let's dive in and watch as this judge completely shuts him down. Did this guy seriously just try to...
I get the impression that he may be filing a special appearance on behalf of a sovereign citizen.
Hey, we've got Mr. Myrick back. This is 25-00183. People of the City of Berkeley versus Kamash Daku Myrick.
Magistrate, I'm just going to acknowledge my presence for the record. Patrick Gagnick. I'm here as appointed counsel on behalf of the arraignment docket this morning. I did speak to Mr. Myrick in private. I did explain to him he does have the right to counsel. I explained to him, obviously, that right. He's indicated to me unequivocally that he does not want counsel. Mr. Myrick, is that a fair statement?
That is a fair statement.
So with that said, I'm here and present, but with that, I believe Mr. Myrick will address the court on his own behalf.
Mr. Myrick, you have the right to decline counsel. You also have the right to change your mind. If you do, just notify the court.
Yes, sir.
You've been charged in this citation that was issued on the 22nd day of January at about 5:58 in the morning with driving in the city of Berkeley on Henley near Franklin Street while your license to do so was suspended. Driving on a suspended license is a crime for which you could be incarcerated up to 93 days and or fined $500. You have a right to a trial. Trial can be before a judge or a jury. You can act as your own attorney or you can be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford to retain your own attorney, an attorney can be appointed for you. You'd have the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you. You'd have the right to testify yourself or not to testify. In the event that you choose not to testify, your silence cannot be used against you. You have the right to be presumed innocent until you're proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
No, sir. I don't even understand the charges here.
The charge is driving a car on the streets of the city of Berkeley while you're not licensed. You're suspended. That's the allegation.
Well, I totally understand, and I would love to plead, Your Honor. But before I have some questions on the record before moving forward and concerning the subject matter of the jurisdiction and the nature and cause of the action that's brought.
Take a plea while claiming to be a sovereign citizen? Make up your mind, man. I don't know what legal strategy he thought he was following, but this one is all over the place. Typically, sovereign citizens argue that the government has no control over them, insist the judge is just a corporate employee, or obsess over the number of fringes on a courtroom flag. But now, suddenly, he wants to take a plea. Does he not realize that pleading guilty means acknowledging the court's authority? That's like saying you don't believe in gravity and then tripping over your own feet. I've never seen a sovereign citizen try to take a plea before. Have you? Drop a comment and let me know, because this is a first for me. After watching way too many sovereign citizen cases.
The nature of the cause brought against you is a criminal charge
Okay.
alleging that you were operating a motor vehicle on the streets of the city of Berkeley while your driver's license was suspended by the Michigan Secretary of State. That is the nature of the charges brought against you.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the record, are you saying that these are criminal charges?
Yeah.
Okay, Your Honor. Further, that brings a little bit more confusion for me, because under the Constitution, there are two criminal jurisdictions. One is under the common law, and the other one is under admiralty, and that's a military tribunal venue. And under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, which one of these criminal jurisdictions am I being brought on charges under?
Mr. Myrick, your perception as to the nature of the Constitution and its implications is grossly distorted. You're not dealing with reality.
Objection, Your Honor.
You can object all day long, but the bottom line is that what you are alleged with doing is a crime, and you are facing criminal prosecution here with a potential jail sentence of 93 days. Now, this isn't complicated. If you want to come up with words that don't make sense, keep talking. But the bottom line is that there's no correlation with what's going on here and admiralty law whatsoever. And the common law is a civil concept. We have statutes in the state of Michigan, as do all 50 of the states. The federal courts have statutes, and common law is a civil thing. There's no common law crimes.
Exactly. So you've ruled out the common law, Your Honor. So the other criminal jurisdiction that I can be brought in charges under is under admiralty, and that is a military tribunal.
There is no basis in law or fact for the conclusion that you stated, sir.
Your Honor, you said that I'm under a criminal. This is a criminal charge, correct?
Yeah.
So which of the two criminal jurisdictions?
You haven't heard what I've said, sir. This is not a matter of having the two choices that you have spoken to.
Wow.
You are misreading the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Michigan, and the statutes that are brought against you here. There's nothing to do with admiralty. You weren't in a boat.
Well, Your Honor, you two have a.
I can confidently say their main strategy is to argue in circles until the judge either gives up or throws them in jail for contempt. It's like watching someone argue with their GPs, no matter how many times. They say, "I don't consent." They're still heading straight to jail. This guy even asked the judge if he upholds his oath. Like, what did he think was going to happen? That the judge would suddenly say, "You got me," and throw out the case? Yeah, that's not how the law works. I genuinely don't understand how these people keep convincing themselves that they'll be the one person to prove this nonsense works. If someone in the comments can explain their logic, please do, because I am completely baffled. Finally, a judge who refuses to play along with the sovereign citizen circus. This was beyond refreshing to watch. More judges need to take this approach.
The Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Michigan, and the statutes related thereto. And that means that I'm not going to.
So you do have a Sixth Amendment obligation to inform me of what jurisdiction.
And I think I have done that. I have told you that the people of the city of Berkeley have brought charges against you.
Well, Your Honor, the people is not a person. If I'm being brought up under criminal charges, there needs to be a corpus delicti, which there isn't. So I'm asking you.
Do you know any other legal words? Why don't you just mix and match them here?
Well, this
Maybe
is
you could get a Department of Labor form and read a couple lines of that into this record too. Or maybe you'd like to deal with the probate code. But the reality, sir, is that you've been charged with a city ordinance violation. It's clear what the ordinance says. It's clear what you've been charged with. You have a right to be presumed innocent, and you have a right to a trial. We're going to set this for a pre-trial before the trial. You'll be notified by mail. Do you still live on Mendota?
I do, but I have
What
not.
is your phone number?
I'm not issued a plea, Your Honor.
I have entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
I object.
What is your phone number,
You cannot
sir?
enter a plea. I do not. I have not entered a plea.
I just did.
Your Honor.
What is your phone number?
There is no plea that you can enter in because I didn't voluntarily enter in the plea, Your Honor. I'm asking you, Your Honor.
You want me to enter a plea of guilty?
Under the two jurisdictions that I'm being
There's not
charged
two jurisdictions.
There's
I don't
only
know how
two
you've been misled
jurisdictions that
to
I can be
believe
charged
that
under
there are.
the Constitution,
No, that's
Your Honor.
Mr. Myrick. That's what your conclusion that there's only two jurisdictions here is absolutely without merit.
Your Honor, you said that this is a criminal charge. I'm asking you, Your Honor.
I'm asking you what your phone number is. Let's get down to basics here. You're making this very hard on yourself.
Your Honor, I
What's
have
your
the
phone
right
number?
to assert my right, Your Honor. And
What is your phone number?
Your Honor.
What is your phone number?
My phone number, Your Honor, is...
Yes, I'd like to know it.
Your Honor, we haven't even established what jurisdiction we're in.
I have established that. I told you it's the people of the city of Berkeley that brought the charges against you.
Your Honor,
you said that three times now.
You stated on the record that these were criminal charges, Your Honor. I need to have an understanding. By the Constitution, Your Honor, there are only two criminal charges.
Where does the Constitution say you have to have an understanding?
Say again, Your Honor?
Where does the Constitution say you have to have an understanding?
By the Sixth Amendment, Your Honor. The
Sixth Amendment says you have to understand. The Sixth Amendment can't make you understand if you're being unreasonable.
But, Your Honor, I have the right to understand what jurisdiction that I'm being brought under, and you have an obligation to inform me of that jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Which I have done about 17 times.
By the Constitution, under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, Your Honor.
Mr. Myrick, your bond is $1,000 cash or surety. It must be paid within 48 hours or there'll be a warrant issued for your arrest.
Your Honor.
That's done. We're through. Good luck.
Your Honor.
Get your own lawyer.
Your Honor, you have not given me a jurisdiction, Your Honor.
I've given you a jurisdiction 4 times. I'm not going to waste any more time.
Your Honor, I think you there was a disconnection or something.
No, I disconnected you. If you want to continue, come to the courthouse, sir.
Your Honor.
Come to the courthouse if you want to continue the conversation.
I would like to move for dismissal.
I would like. It's not going to. No.
I would like to move.
You're gone.
She's the beauty for chocolate. Oh my God. Oh, we're recording.
Instead of letting these guys waste time with nonsense. But this judge, he hung up on the guy twice. I had to pause the video just to process it because I've never seen a sovereign citizen get shut down so quickly. The way he thought he was about to outsmart the legal system, only to be completely ignored, absolutely priceless. I almost felt bad for him until I remembered he did this to himself. Now, you already know he's going to claim the judge was unfair because these guys always act like victims when their fake legal theories fall apart. But let's be real. Judges don't lose cases just because they get fed up. If anything, this guy just made his situation even worse. So what do you guys think? Does he have any chance of getting out of this? Or did he just dig himself into an even deeper hole? Let me know in the comments. And if you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post daily, so stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.